ಆ ಫೋಟೋ ಇದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಫೈನ್.
ಮುಂದೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕಂಪ್ನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಿನ ವರ್ಕ್ ಭಯ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓಕೆ ಸರ್ ಕೊಡಿ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರನ್ನು ಹೆಸರನ್ನಪ್ಪ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರನ್ನು ನೀವು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ.
I'm going to quickly request him to say a couple of words and then a couple.
Equity, inclusion, accessibility, accountability, affordability, whatever we speak, it's all through education only. Education can only address all the challenges, not just education, quality education. So we are working in this direction. We have got a lot of resource, technologies. It can be done earlier. Now at present we will not believe it. We spent 30,000 crores for primary and secondary and pre-degree education, 30,000 crores. And for higher education, including medical education, agriculture, veterinary, and many other programs put together, 10,000 more crores. Totally more than 40,000 crores, probably more than 40,000 crores. If you put up ACP, TSP, all those things put together, it will come to 42, 43, probably. We are doing, sir, but not to the expected extent. There are some gaps. We do up to, if 100% is a match, we do up to 75%. The 25% is the biggest gap what we see. This 25%, if it is fulfilled, the integration of the dovetailing with the government, the difference what we can do, the entire industry requirement, the entire economic expansion, whatever future you want to see, whatever internal market you look forward, as a business, as an opportunity, as an economy, as a gesture, whatever it might be, we can do wonders. Whatever 5 trillion economy it can be done. I think we can do it for India. Kannada it's 5 trillion, not a big issue. Next 10 years we can do it. That's only the commitment, how we do it, what way we do it, how we take it forward. This is very important. That is the kind of opportunity and potentiality what has been developed by all of you.
My question to you was, because you have talked to a lot of these UVA students, what is one thing about these students that has stood out to you?
I think the spirit is quite divided, the equality is quite stark, and I think the spirit, the smile that comes out to really break out and make it to life is something that actually puts us to a little bit of shape, and that also inspires.
Absolutely, could not agree more. Sir, I want to go, so I know what makes my wife happiest is when she shops on Amazon. I was curious that what makes you the happiest in life?
Fact that it is touching so many lives, and it's not just the customers, it's also the sellers, the buyers, the people who are working for Amazon, not just people like me, but there are lakhs of gig workers, drivers, delivery staff, women who have benefited a lot from this Amazon promise of being inclusive. And I think what makes me most happy is that for all the superhero movies that I've watched, where constant reminder is with great power comes great responsibility, I think Amazon has been embodying that and doing a good job of it. So that's what makes me happy.
Thank you. But last, I want to ask to dear Somnath ji. Somnath ji not only has a very divine name coming from Gujarat, that's the temple that we all go regularly to, but he's also handling many. How many of you like Taj West End? Somnath ji runs that. So Somnath ji, my question to you is, what is it that you look for in a good employee? Fantastic. I would quickly like to keep this moving next. Sir, if you would please stand, sir. I would request Rangaji from Sea of Catamaran, who is also sharing your advisory. We'll move next to Smriti from India. Pulkit from Vedantu.
Trying to use the technology that we have built in the content that we have built and the inspiration of our amazing teachers, how can we take it scalably to those children where for-profit organizations like us cannot reach otherwise? And that's what I plan to do with Pradeep sir and sir with you. How can we leverage technology to go to these young children who otherwise cannot learn from the best of the society or the best teachers otherwise, but do that in a scalable and sustainable way, where we can actually take these children to a point where they can compete with the world, which is privileged otherwise.
Thank you.
I feel not suitable sitting in guns out and have repercussions. But thank you anyway. I think YRPP, the reason we all came together was largely because we felt we all came from a background of privilege. I think it was important for us to recognize that as individuals and what privilege we had. I mean, some of them mentioned we've all visited a government school at some point of time, and we've seen, I mean, the girl just mentioned about the hardships she went through to become a doctor. I think that way many of us, sitting here, I think are privileged. So we felt that